back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. Turn to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
I just unlocked it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a
touchdown. I had just unlocked it.
No. Be for real, because I've been staying in unlocked for a long time.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, I'm about to fix it, man. Please. But you always got to get physical for me.
Why you always got to get smart at the mouth?
I'm not getting smart at the mouth.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And not much to speak of.
Let me get your dad.
1 yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Niners, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they're behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They go play action with Willis. They're going deep for Hill. They got his... Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
Football is shaped. It's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Malik Willis, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
What? What?
Taking it about the one. Ray McLeod in return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Lance to throw it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw again on second down. Lance, he's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One thing that you're going to see
Can you make me a cheese?
is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful.
Oh, pepperoni got to come on it.
Away from attacking all game long.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The Niners had 8-3 now. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better. They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
They'll send a receiver in
She
motion
came
to the
out.
right. Lance looks to throw again. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And some room to work. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Ball for touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Is the pepperoni good? Like the pepperoni?
Good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Oh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Take it in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And they'll go for it. Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Throwing now is Lance. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll begin by running the option. 20. And he's brought
that's
down
not love, brother. That's about man. Come on, man.
Big time gain there on the
and everything I
was
on
to hurt him. First down.
I beat on you in here. Playing me like that.
Even at the quarterback position as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Willis with another keeper. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually. So a lot of it goes undetected, but I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into fourth down.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Hey, John.
What talk? This will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play action. Now it's Lance. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. He's going to air one out. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Willis. He's going to take another shot here. Touchdown, Dolphins. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass is...
And what you doing? Dang, you ain't that pizza bad.
Throws him with the success that his team has had. I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
One thing I did do.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Nope. I said I pulled a bull like you.
Carry over the back line of the end zone
Ugly
for a
bull.
touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, see, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they do.
Done passing on this defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Oh, here it comes.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Go ultra. Let's go. Charge.
On 1st down, this is nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Here we go.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. And Lance now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Malik Willis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute. I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to this.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crossan. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just past the 35. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw, it's Lance. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Maybe ordering sweets. A lot of people order the picky stuff.
A bit closer.
I know they don't right here. Talk about some gold. is 1,100.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
On the website.
It is fielded right at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Wait.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead.
And now this is
Okay. Okay.
Tarvarius Moore.
Okay.
The Niners are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Okay.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him get
Stop,
run up
Adam.
here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced him to stay. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Don't play like that. Play like that back, cuz.
Possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
You're great right here.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he will slide to a halt with a penalty marker down on the play. Liam Eichenberg, second-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake, here's Willis. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback when you talk about miscommunication? It's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. But this time Willis will throw it. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this 1st half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
You know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Willis on the option to the right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Malik Willis taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20.
That's how you want to be.
He's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Looks like, that's how I'm going to be you.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, I don't know that.
Whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Coming through that time and stopping him for a loss was Drake Jackson. Nice play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And Willis keeping it himself on the option. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yard.
Touchdown, Dolphins. And Isabella.
Oh, no, I didn't. I couldn't watch it when I was trying to for some reason. With the coat on, right? Yeah, it wouldn't let me watch.
A lot of people on this app, bro.
This one, right?
Y'all in love with the idea that he's married now, but really don't know what it takes.
Extra point.
Oh, I did see this.
Marriage is work.
Work. Oh,
I know y'all hear that time after time again, but people are.
Yeah, because I seen that. Which one you was talking about?
Love.
When you forget your company has a front-facing camera.
Morstead out now.
Put some dick up and drive that motherfucking truck.
When you forget your company has a front-facing camera.
About the one.
Put some dick up and drive.
Coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Well, good thing my company don't got that.
Ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches
happened
talk
to the
about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And he'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll start out here with the option left. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Willis with another keeper. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Andy Isabella. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Come here.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taking it at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Come here.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Touchdown, 49ers. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
That home battle.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he will slide down with the 1st down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Willis. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the 49ers are going to have great position here as this is returned midfield. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? The year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen is pretty sensational.
He's got room at the 30. And now look at this. Big game, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumbled it right back. Both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 71 yards. Didn't take long, one play. We're already looking at first and goal situation. From the gun, here's Willis. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Andy Isabella from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a
I don't know what's going on with that, man.
On the last drive he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said.
You gonna let me know?
There's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Lance now on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Appreciate it, big mom.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. The Lance going to throw. And And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's another second and goal, this time from half the distance closer. McCaffrey trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal?
Put C-Mac in the dirt.
But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
Put C-Mac in the dirt.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to take advantage because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Desperation time here. Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the counter is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
And they'll mark him down right around the line, just shy of the 10. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action, Willis. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Did she say you fat?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Oh.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Xavier Howard.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and find a big play downfield.
Come on.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is going to call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Considering they've seen him have some big games against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Here we go.
From back back at the 4. Here's 2nd and goal. Willis going to try to run it. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage.
Adam, stop before you do nothing. Drink over.
Loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quickly and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record to single.
I said, nah, not in this league.
He would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Damn.
The San Francisco offense ready to
Yeah,
start.
I don't know what them Niners got going on over there.
Right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did
that is,
in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal.
They went for broke on 3rd down, and it would have really lit up the sideline if that one had worked. What do they do now on 4th down?
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now Lance. Looking for Gray and finding him once again.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Lance.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Gold able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So there would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch, and it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown.
Is your players tired?
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On first down, Lance. That's complete left side to Gray.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds, because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Lance now on first down.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's going to be marked down just outside 10. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance, well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Dolphins, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.